Hey everybody, it's me, Andrew. Get out into nature and tune in for yourself. Resonate with the Earth's electromagnetic field via 432 Hertz, the universal frequency. Balance out psychologically and emotionally, and further strengthen your brain and your heart's coherence as well. Get a plant-based diet going for yourselves today and nurture yourself right back into life. We are literally herbivores in our nature. Further balance out your physical body's pH level and get with alkalinity. Then you can generate some static electricity. Send me some love telepathically. Set attention to your mind and set intention to communicate. That is all there is to telepathy. You are now tuning in to great days. So today I'm going to talk on following the gods so that you can actually be led into a pinnacle of human existence. Okay, very, very simple topic to go on today. I'm just going to go into why some of these various different gods will actually lead you into a pinnacle of human existence, or accelerated evolution, or a peak of experience. Okay, so let's get right into this. So following the gods at times can be helpful, because when you follow gods in the various different civilizations that have been worshipped and that have been followed, you can actually feel the presence of them, and this is something that is known by everybody. Okay, so you can feel the presence of the gods that you are following, and they're all different. They're not really one and the same. They all have something different to them. And following gods, it allows you to come into a peak of human existence, because these gods are at the top of the civilization. For example, like we can use Thoth. Okay, Thoth in Egypt is the god of wisdom, right? He's the scriber. He handles this area of life. Okay, and basically, if you follow Thoth, then you are going to excel in the same areas that he has also been in charge of as a god, or been a god of, because you're connecting with his presence, and he is on another level. He is able to impart knowledge onto you, and all of the gods work in this way. Okay, because most of the gods are beyond death, all right, because they have the knowledge, and they have come into eternal life to be able to transcend death. Okay, now, the reason I say once you follow gods, you come into a peak of human existence, because they're at the top of the civilization or the culture for a reason. They were put there because they are to be looked towards for attaining a pinnacle, of human existence, or just existence. Okay, and when you start following the gods, this is what you are able to get in rhythm with, or this is what you're able to tune into. It's like an acceleration of the evolutionary process that is taking place within us. Okay, and obviously this involves an expansion of awareness, which comes with the status of a god as well. So most gods have very, very expanded awareness, and this is only and this is also why they're put in the position of God, or to be worshipped, or to be followed by the mass of the people in that civilization. Okay, so you follow Shiva. Shiva is that which is not. He is the Hindu god of destruction, and Shiva is going to allow you to come into that which is not. As you start connecting with Shiva, you're going to start coming into higher dimensions. Okay, because Shiva isn't of the physical. He's beyond the physical. Shiva doesn't exist. He is metaphysical. Okay, So as you start connecting with Shiva's presence, he is going to slowly put you onto the non-existent, or slowly into the metaphysical, you know, and you are then going to be able to perceive dimensions beyond the flesh, beyond the mind, okay, subtler and unseen or hidden, and it's like this with every god. Every god is different, you know. They all have their own thing. They're all just beings like us, but they are very, very, very they have reached a peak of their capabilities as a organism, or as a being, and due to that they were looked upon by many people around the globe, and then were revered as gods at that point, you know. And a lot of them, once again, they have been able to transcend death, so you are able to still connect with them through whatever means you are comfortable with, you know. And the more gods you start connecting with, the more you're going to be able to understand that okay, you can actually you can enter into a timeless consciousness where you're able to communicate and carry out the work of the various different gods, and allow them to work through you, which is going to also help the earth in a way, because these gods were already bringing great evolution to the globe, okay, at the time that they were on the earth, okay. So then you got to realize that they are here to bring about the evolution of the globe, or the ascension of the Earth's dimensional density, you know, or density of consciousness, or the ascension of consciousness, the expansion. So you can allow them to work through you. Once again, it doesn't matter which god you're going to look towards. The best thing that I would advise is to allow, get in flow with the universe, and allow the various different gods to come into your life, and at that point decide for yourself if this is a god that you are resonating with, and if not, then allow them to go, you know, and from there get into your flow, you know, and stay in the universal flow, and then allow gods to come and go. And then whatever gods stay with you, and then whatever gods stay with you, and the more you resonate with them over the time that you're working with them, the more that you're gonna understand what you got to do with that god, or for that god, and what the god is doing for you, you know, on a global scale, or on an individual to a global scale, you know. But the gods are here to help. Once again, these are all just beings who are who have achieved peak states of being a lot of the time, you know. And if there's a specific god making their way into your life over and over, chances are you're working with that god on a deeper level that you have not realized yet. Because you can communicate with these gods with various different languages, but not on a conscious level, because there is specific regulations that we follow in societal living, you know, which don't allow us to actually connect with other beings timelessly on deeper levels, or deeper dimensional levels. So unless you're doing work to be able to go deeper into into your being, which then is going to trigger a realization that you are already communicating with a lot of other beings timelessly, then you're not really going to be aware of it, you know. And there could be gods that are coming in and out of your life but you continue to reject them because you do not know what they're here to do to you, or what they're here to do for you, or what they're here to tell you, or whatever it may be, and you can't get the message clearly. You know, this is because you're not receptive enough to life, or you're not sensitive enough to life, or you're not open or vulnerable enough to life as it is. So you must go, you must become more sensitive to life. You must raise up your receptivity to life. You know, like you got antennas on TVs so you can catch various different channels and programs. You got to adjust your antenna to become receptive to various different communication taking place to get the program. You know, so receptivity is needed. You got to decondition here a little bit, get under the layers, so that you can see clearly as well and not so distorted. But understand that gods are here to help. Not all gods are bad. Bad and good are just concepts that don't even really they kind of just stagnate things a lot of the time, you know. So the best thing is to just allow the flow and be patient with yourself. And if there's any gods coming and going into your life, try to be open to them and understand, after being open to them, what they're here to do for you and what you can do for them. You know, that's pretty much going to be it for today's video, or this evening's video. I do thank everybody for watching. Once again, peace out, one love, and have a great evening.